Yeah, so I should be live right now. All right, so I'm starting with. I opened a few tabs before. I'll have to reopen them. Uh, Let me just check if I am live right now. Whoa, I'll have to research those things because I searched it in a temporary. Yeah, so I am. Anyways, so I kind of just searched something before because basically the topic for today is like what I want to talk about is, let me see. Yeah, so can funnels be too fancy? And if you just do a quick search on ChatGPT, can funnels be too fancy? Here's what you get. Of course, it's a yes, but why can it be too fancy? Why it gives us those reasons, and I'll go into that later. I kind of finished with that funnel. If you go to check out. So this is like the final look of that funnel, where yeah, I had to add in the last. I had to add in the last section, which is this. So I'm done with that. And of course, it looks great on mobile too. If you go into inspect, and yeah, this is how it looks. How to optimize for mobile separately. As you can see, it does look good on mobile. So the section that I had to create a new design for. And that's it. So this is checkout. This is checkout page. This is inside of Groove. I had to set a new 2 different sections. And of course this. And then there is the thanks. The thanks, I think it's like thanks. Thank you. So I made a thank you page for this, which I really can't show right now. And the page is basically just, you would get a notification and your purchase is successful. So it's like this bar 100%. And that's basically it. Guess you go. Trades. Okay, so this should actually be the page. So yeah, this is the thank you page. As soon as that purchase is done, they get redirected to this page. So yeah, and that's it. Now, for sections I used on that page, which I mentioned that'll be available here. So each section here, like the tickets I made here. I would be adding like up to like 10 different ticket designs. So this is like the ticket here. It's really brief, but I'll be adding like 10 different ticket designs to this. So I'll have the section that contains a new frame, and I'll call this the ticket designs. But this will be for like the body. So yeah, I'm still on the header right now. This is just the featured header images. So these header images for the featured section, highlighting these images here, which can be exported on its own, of course. I'm only putting it here so it gets illustrated properly. Anyways, next, what I want to do now is go back to what I want to talk about. But before I do that, I'll just go over the offer, basically the offer, why I'm doing all of this. So basically, what is the design asset library? If you are joining like for the first time, or if you are watching for the first time, the design asset library is basically a collection of all sorts of design elements in a varying number of styles. Now, to explain the varying number of styles, you can take a good look at this. So this is a style for star, but we have this, which is a regular one. This is the glowing stars. This is Trustpilot stars glowing. And then this is a different type of star, which could spice up your design if you watched one of my previous streams. And then this is a regular glowing star of that one. So they have like a glowing version of the star and then a regular version of the star, the exact same star. And then this is like a check mark. I would be making a few more checkmark styles because this is a checkmark style that I think applies to only like Facebook or something. So there's like checkmark on Facebook is different from checkmark on Instagram or WhatsApp or Snapchat and all of them. So I'm basically making around 4 different checkmark styles, the more prominent ones. And then, as you can see, this is the background patterns varying. So these are the varying numbers. So this is different from this, it's different from this, different from this. Going back to this. So coming back here, if you have a host of templates from your CRM, so each CRM you join, be like you'd be given a bunch of templates to use or for use, and it's up to you to make those templates work for you basically. And most people just go in and just change a few images and then templates start looking like trash, which shouldn't be so. And that is exactly why I'm creating this library, because I'll be making use of the library like I've shown you before, and I'll be making use of the library like I've shown from, as you can see, these patterns here are the exact patterns I used. I've shown the workshop page before, so I'm just gonna go there. Okay, so this is the workshop page, and right here, as you can see, this is the pattern right here. It's no more complicated than this. So, and it's also here. Okay, so that is that. And so you can churn out templates fast. You can get done in less than an hour. You can get your sales page out. You already have a copy, just put it in, change the images, it still looks good and follows the basic rules of design and all of that, like spacing and sizing and such. So as an agency, And as agency owners or business owners, speed takes priority, like I just mentioned. Speed takes priority, and so getting your stuff out there is in the shortest time possible. Why the hell did I write is the goal. So I'm working on creating this funnel asset library in Figma, both ourselves for personal use, of course, and everyone else to get their job done faster than ever. So essentially, you just have to get a template from, it could either be a free template or you buy it from whichever source you'd desire, because they really do not give custom design elements that would actually make your page pop. The design elements that are used on the page itself look good, but they can't be used for your own purpose because it have to be modified and changed. And so yeah, you buy the template and edit every single asset inside the template, and also enhance this template with stunning visuals in the least amount of time possible. Least amount of time possible being bolded, because that's like the most important part. Least amount of time possible, so you are saving a lot of time by just getting this. So first batch in about, so like I'm aiming to release this by the first week of November. So on a Friday of the first week of November. So I have to check my calendar for that exact date. So first Friday of November. Okay, so 1st of November is the first Friday of November. 1st of November is the first Friday of November. Interesting. And that is in how many days exactly? I'll have to check my calendar, but yeah, it's gonna come out on that date. So how do I get access? So $50 yearly access, you get whichever version I update it to throughout the year, or $20 access. You could buy the first version. You don't have to pay any subscription fee. You just buy the first version for this exact amount. But for constant renewal, it's the exact same amount. And then for lifetime access, whichever updates I release throughout the month, throughout the year, that's the amount you pay for it. It's $300. This price was definitely not well thought out, but it stands for now. I will probably increase on launch. Send a DM to lock in. So send me a DM. You'd see the message at the bottom of the description of this video. You can see it on the screen right now to send me a DM or book a meeting, whichever you'd prefer. So building blocks, social proof, ratings and stars and gradients and all of that, as you can see from what I showed before, here, and now we're here. And I'm gonna make at least 50, or should I say 20 for a start, of this featured image. 20 different featured image styles, so you know which exactly you'll be using and where you'll be using it for. And that's it. As you can see, I've never made an image style that looks like this, that has an image at the background and then a text and all of this. But I'll be making that here, and I'll be making a design style where, let me see, get started for free. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. Okay, all right, so yeah, now I'm done with explaining that why I'm doing all of this. I can get back to the main topic. So in design, so whichever type of design, website design, funnel design, whichever type of design it may be, the principles of design still apply, which are user experience over beauty. So The user experience must be top notch, which includes speed and subtlety of design. So the design would never stand out more. So the design will never stand out more than the content. So excuse me for that. Complex navigation. So like I said, design, user experience is always going to trump. So like the content on the page should be what's focused on, and design only, the purpose of design on there is just to enhance the understanding of getting the message on the page across properly, and then getting that out, and just make your page feel expensive or premium, while getting the information to the audience, to the direct audience, as easily as possible. So if I want to say, let me see if I get an illustration here. Let me see. So here I put in blazing fast Wi-Fi. You could just blazing fast Wi-Fi, and alright, that'll be it. But adding in this icon here just illustrates, because that icon is the icon for Wi-Fi, and everybody knows that. The same with for the gourmet meals and then VIP lodging, which is a modified icon that represents 5 stars. So it's a 5-star on a door, and that's just it. It gets the message across easier, and that's the purpose. Now if we go as far as making this too much, and just do this too much, which is the reason I didn't make icons for all of this text. So I put in 5 of them, and then they got the point. That got the point across, and then I put the rest as text. Doesn't necessarily have to be all icons or images, which is what I illustrated here. Same with this place too. Aside from that, the animations and graphics could slow down load times, confuse users, and make it harder to focus on the main call of action. So the entire purpose of this page is to get them to click on this page, click on this. That's the entire purpose. But if that is not achieved, then it's a waste of time. So it may look nice and all of that, but the entire purpose of this page is to get them to click on the button. Click on the button, make a sale, input their credit card. If that is not achieved, everything else is a waste of time. So stuff like complex navigation, multi-step process that are intuitive can lead to users drop off before they reach the goal. So here, let me explain this here. All buttons on this page lead to, this should have been updated, that is an error. All buttons on this page should lead to this section. If you go to any section of this page, click on it, it leads to this section, not should lead, it leads to this section. Why? Because this section holds all the details that is needed for them to secure their spot or make a purchase or click to book a meeting. And it also holds the other link, which would help members make the purchase, because this event can only be purchased by members according to the owner. So members can log in and then make the purchase for the event. Now those two are out of the way. Each step should have a clear goal or path forward without needing a how-to guide. Like I made here, checkout. So let me see, yeah. So like I made here, this is a checkout page, and there is really no steps involved or steps process. It's just you're almost there. Complete the form to secure your retreat tickets, and then this is the form right there. Choose the pricing plan, and they know they can just easily choose a pricing plan that way, and then add in their details, and then just secure a spot. Doesn't have to be some grand process to get the sale. And information overload can cause a lot of damage. And then back to this page. If you notice how content light this page is, I'm not saying every page should be this way, because this is only going to be offered to our internal clients. So if it was like a more elaborate product, it has to be explained in order. Let me see. So if it were a page like this, you'd have to explain it in a way that it's actually, you have to explain it in a way that it actually makes sense to not just you, the listener, you, the reader, but to whoever comes across that page can easily understand what they are aiming to get from the purchase of that product. And that is exactly what it means. And we're able to do that in simple language, no complex language. Everything is just simple and steps are followed. Which is why sections like this, where what you'd expect, that's just like 3 check marks, will forever be goated, should I say goated, or they hold a very important place, because they break things down. So if I'm paying 1,500 USD for this event, what will I be getting exactly? And then you get this, you get this, you get this and that. This is what you get, the features and stuff. Now my voice is going down. Too many interactive pop-ups. I never really think there should be a pop-up, more than one pop-up on a page, because like, why? Pop-ups, hover effects, and autoplaying videos aren't necessarily bad, but a situation where you have more than one video on a page, let me see. I'm trying to make an example. So if you have more than one video on a page and there's a video here, let me say this video automatically starts playing with sound on, and I keep scrolling and another video starts playing too with sound on. Now those are two different videos playing all at the same time, which is crazy. But there are websites I've visited that are like that. So you can see these videos don't autoplay. They only if you scroll to the section, it seems like they're playing, and then when you play it, that they start playing. I've visited pages where there's a video at the top, and immediately on page load, the video starts playing, and then you scroll down a bit, you see a video on a different section, and that video starts playing along with the first one, which is bad, but I guess the page didn't go through testing or what, I don't know. Of course, it defeats the main purpose of the funnel or the page to get conversions, basically. And now, while not all pages are designed to get conversions, funnels are only designed to get conversions, which is the purpose, right? Which is why it's called a sales funnel. Now back to the assets. Each asset on this page it serves the purpose, of course, which is what I'm going to talk about now. So regular stars, of course, prove that this product have been proven to work. Whatever kind of stars are here, they prove that the product has been proven to work time and time again, and they are used by a bunch of people. And then review sections like this prove that these are real people that are reviewing this product, and some of them are even verified, so they're like reputable people. And then for a section like the verified buyer, simply proves that this is like someone that bought the product and used the product, which is proof. So on a funnel, proof is key. Now to illustrate this, I recently bought a product from a creator. So from a digital creator, I bought this ebook, and it really didn't take me, like, I followed this guy, and it really didn't take me that much more time to just decide to buy the product. He just made a Facebook post, and I saw the post, and and I saw this post, and then I just decided that, okay, I'm going to get this product. And then I made the transfer to him that same day, and then he sent the product to me that same day. But it took a while, but I wasn't really bothered by it, because he already built this level of reputation online that he couldn't just scam someone, I would say. But I didn't really put much thought into buying that product, because it was a relatively low price point and he had the reputation to back it up. So it was just like a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer deal. And I figured that for me to understand other people's sales process, for me to streamline my own sales process, I started like figuring out and understanding and getting into other people's other sellers, the sales process of other entrepreneurs and sellers, which is what I'm currently doing. And so when I went to make these glasses, this is like a new set of glasses. I went to make these glasses. So my other glasses, the frame got broken, and one of the lenses, I misplaced it. So I went to make a new glass, new lens, and he basically upsold me to an extra 40%. So I paid 40% more than I was supposed to pay, just because he asked me, and he offered me a better product than the first one which I was supposed to get, and he upsold me into a better product, or a relatively better product to the price. So it was like, although it was more expensive, it offered more features for the price I paid, which is this. So the first glass, let me just make the full example. The first glass was just a lens. The second glass, which is this one I'm wearing right now, it's anti-reflective and basically changes. He was using some big grammar, but it basically becomes darker when I get into the sun. It blocks rays from the laptop, which is what was one of the main selling points he stressed on a lot. And then getting these glasses with all these features I just mentioned separately would have cost 3 times more. But it only cost 40% more, so I would have paid 300% of the original amount I was supposed to pay. But he upsold me by just telling me that all of them in one costs just 40% more, over 300%, and then you can see the value when you gauge it. Now, I understood that, and I'll be like, I came back home and I was like, how do I apply this to my business? While I do that, let me just open this. So how do I apply this to my business? And I was like, I decided that the upsell on this offer would be a custom set of assets. So the main offer, which is for the amount on screen, which is a lot less than what I would charge for a funnel build or a website build, significantly less. I decided that I would charge for the upsell. I would make custom. So if you bought this and then you wanted, say you had a very urgent product and wanted me to work on it, or you wanted me to create assets for the product, and then you just send me a copy, and I'll create assets around the sections that will be used for the product. So now to create those assets, I usually charge between $500 and $1,000 for a regular funnel or a one-page website, not for more advanced websites or funnels, but just a regular funnel, regular website, which is like the regular websites for products and stuff and services. So now I decided that for the assets, which would be, I considered the upsell. So the upsell, oh no, which would be custom design access pack. So you get your own custom icons. Icons are like customized, like this one. Let me show you. It's not something I have to hide because I have no reason to do that. This icon right here, you really won't see this icon anywhere. So because this was like custom made, I made this icon, and that's why it's there. So custom icons, custom image styles, and custom like tickets like this, where I'd finish making it and then I would make it look like that. You can just pay for a custom design asset pack like that contains assets that will be used in each section of your design, and then you get that. So you buy this and then you just buy that, which would cost way less than getting someone to build a website or getting someone to design everything from scratch, and you get your design delivered in 2 days maximum or 3 days maximum, because they are custom designs, and 2 days max is like a lot of time saved. And that's it. So while I was thinking about the upsell on this for the custom design pack, I was thinking of like putting like a pricing of 300. So you get a custom asset pack for 300, which is comparatively lower than getting a designer. Compare that price and the time it takes to getting someone to design everything from scratch and all of that, and you do the math. Anyways, send a DM to Lockin. But I kind of took time to consciously start going into things a bit more and doing things that would actually move the needle, which includes posting kind of daily. I saw a post from Jason C. Fox. I saw a post where he said he made a post for his offers, 5 different posts in 2 hours. So I was thinking, I rarely make posts for my offers, and I have an offer I actively promote. And instead of me to make those posts, I prefer to just keep working on the projects I'm working on. And then sometimes I scroll on Facebook. And so instead of me to do that, I kind of decided to get someone to work on the art for the posts. And now I'm just going to make a copy for them. Hopefully that works out. So you would probably be seeing me on your timeline a bit more, because I'll be posting a lot more, less memes and more offers. Anyways, by tomorrow I would have a lot more assets for the header, and then I'll start creating the body assets, and I would see you. That has been it. Anyways, your websites should look expensive, just like your product, because I feel like cheap looking websites attract cheaper customers. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.